Hello and welcome to the weather update. It's 3 p.m. on May 28th, 2020, and dealing with plenty of clouds today across the area. As we're dealing with a lot of these clouds are from tropical depression. Was very briefly tropical storm Bertha, then tropical depression Bertha, and now it's just remnants. The good thing, at least for our areas, we're not seeing too much rain, shower activity. You can see there's the cold front off in Illinois. We have some shower activity. Looks like eastern Virginia, but for our area, not too much shower activity. Very little. Moving a little closer here, but you can see very little on the map here. Shower activity, just very widely scattered. I'm looking at the other radar here. This one, you will see, and it's unavailable there. But you could. Oh, well, now. What the hell happened there? All right, we're gonna have to use Mount Holly. Yeah, we got like really very limited shower activity. Very, a couple of really light sprinkles maybe out there, but I mean nothing really substantial showing up. I don't know why it did that. It went radar unavailable. Now there is a notice for this radar that it will be unavailable for a while, unfortunately. So this is the Boston radar, and this is the Albany radar. And this radar will be unavailable. It says right here due to pedestal replacement. Let's go here. So it says WSR 88D radar will be down for major upgrade, and this is starting in 2 weeks, starting in June here. So it says right here. So beginning June 1st, 2020, the radar in Upton will be down for approximately 2 weeks for the refurbishment of the pedestal. So you'll have to use additional radars or use the AccuWeather site, which kind of blends it all in together there, which I like using. So Central Park is 74. It's not that warm at all today. 73 at Farmingdale. South wind at 14, gusting to 24. Go down over here. Much hotter in Jersey, of course. No, actually, no. 70. And Tom's River is reporting light rain, believe it or not. I guess it's that one shower that we saw on this radar here. Here's a wider view of the radar. Yeah, it's that one shower over Tom's River. There could be a little light sprinkle at any time, perhaps, because again, this is moisture from the tropical system there, Bertha. We'll hopefully try to keep it dry today over Long Island, but we'll have to see. If it does rain, it'll be very light and very brief. Before I go to that, so we already looked at the satellite. We can look at the weather and hazards map here with our temperatures across the area here, and we'll put the dew points in. It's definitely more humid than yesterday, significantly more humid than yesterday. Dew point, oh, look at that. Dew point is 70 already in the city. Oh, wow. So some stations are already reporting 70-degree dew points. Wow. That's really ridiculous for this time of year. Temperatures aren't all that hot. That's because you're dealing with the tropical moisture from Bertha. When we head upstate, it gets even hotter. And they have been dealing with some serious heat in. We're waiting for this to load now. Let me see if we can verify that 70-degree dew point. 70-degree dew point in Jersey too. Dew point in a Belmar Farmingdale is also reporting light rain. Let's see. 69-degree dew point in Tom's River. Yeah, that's very humid. So it's very muggy outside. Extremely muggy outside. Let's see if we can load all this. Still hasn't loaded yet. Let's just zoom it out again. Getting a few more. Want to focus on Montreal. Because they had some really major heat in Montreal. Let's go to the observations here. They hit 98 yesterday, and I'll show you a couple of articles here. This is yesterday, much hotter yesterday there, 97. So they hit 98 They were in the 90s for most of the day. This is what in Canada. This is very unusual, and it was still a little humid. I mean, it wasn't very. It was still decently humid, which is surprising for Canada at this time of the year. It's very unusual. So, and this is the article here. I'll put two articles in the video here. Montreal faced with double challenge as heat descends on the city, and the malls are still closed. So this is a problem. They need to open the malls because this is very, very dangerous to not have these places. And they're talking about access. The solution is to open the malls. That's what the solution is. Um, and the restaurants. So this is another article here from the Washington Post, and it says Montreal sets May record of 98 degrees as parts of northeast U.S. also simmer in historic heat. And Mount Mansfield in Vermont on Wednesday recorded its highest temperature ever. So this is 98 for the. So this is all part of what Just because we're in a pandemic doesn't mean climate change has stopped. It's continuing. So Montreal experienced its second hottest day ever observed, with a high temperature of 98 degrees measured at Trudeau International Airport at a time of year when highs are generally closer to 70, and dew points soared to 66. But it's not just Montreal that's baking. Burlington, Vermont hit 95 degrees on Wednesday. And Mount Mansfield in Vermont set a record. So it broke its year-round record high temperature before the official start of summer. So where is the Mount Mansfield record, though? They're not talking about what it hit at Mount Mansfield. Okay, so we're gonna have to go here. I don't know why they left that out. All right, we're gonna have to go to Mount Mansfield here, and I guess it would be somewhere the Weather Service up in Vermont, and we'll have to look and see. I don't know where the Weather Service is in Vermont. We'll just Burlington, Vermont, probably. Let's see. So let's go to Burlington, Vermont, and I'm sure that they would mention on their own Twitter here. All right, here we go. Here's the graphic for this. This heat is just impressive. There you go. Record-breaking heat across the North Country. 85 degrees, Mount Mansfield. That's on top of a mountain. So that's very hot for on top of a mountain. It shows you how hot it is. Even aloft, it's hot. And that broke the all-time record there. Denotes a new all-time max record for any kind type for any month. So that's insane. I wonder what Mount Washington got to. Let's go. Let me look at Mount Washington. All right. So right now it's 61, but let's see what it hit yesterday. Not quite as hot for them. We're a little higher up. They're a little higher up. The Mount Washington is pretty high up. It's like 6,000 plus feet up. But wow, that's impressive. Okay, so let's shift over to the models now. Really impressive heat, and this is all just because climate change is still ongoing. It's still an ongoing thing that we're seeing. It hasn't stopped due to this. In fact, it might actually get worse because there's less pollutants in the air because of people staying home. Because there's less pollutants, there's more sun reaching the surface. So anyway, I'm going to look at the models here. I'm not going to look at the upper air here in this one. I mean, I guess we can because I guess it's pertinent, but all right, I'll look at the upper air again. Let's just do this every time, the upper air. We'll go over it again. So there's that ridge. We're going to look at that nice trough coming through. There it is. Trough diving down. And then trough stays in our area. And then we start seeing this ridge the first weekend of June. And that's my concern for a little bit of heat when that ridge comes in. All right. So going back to our precipitation here, and we're going to shift this over to the eastern view. I should just shift this over to the northeast U.S. here. So you'll see what's going to be happening. So we have a bigger chance of showers tomorrow, I think, with more of that moisture from Bertha. Then the front comes through Saturday. Dry Saturday, Sunday, Monday should be a nice little stretch of weather. Looks like another area of showers, chances of rain possibly Wednesday and Thursday, and then another high builds in. And then when we get on the return side of that high right there is when we got to worry about the heat. Okay. We'll go ahead and look at the NAM 12 kilometer as well. So you can see a slight chance of some light showers. I think it'll be more widespread. Maybe tomorrow don't look too bad, but again, it's just not very widespread with the rain. We're just not going to be seeing all that much rain. See like a little scattered rain, but not all that much. You went from having a lot of rain to, we'll see maybe a couple of showers there, but the front just does not look impressive. It's amazing because there's going to be a big difference when that front moves through, and yet there's no real squall line with it, which is kind of interesting when you think about it. All right, I'm going to go back to GFS, and we're going to go ahead and look at the temperatures. Show you what's going to be happening. So here's today, tomorrow. We have the heat mostly inland. We're going to have plenty of clouds, so that'll keep us, but it'll be humid. Saturday, still dealing with the heat, and it might actually be hot. Saturday might be the hottest day because of the westerly flow, as we got that lag behind when that front moves through. And then here's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So next week looks fairly seasonable. But then one of my viewers said 100 degrees, June 8th or something. That's a Sunday. Yeah, it's pretty hot. So there's a little heat again that first weekend there. That could be a heat wave. I mean, we're getting into June, so we're gonna start running out of time here. We're gonna have to start dealing with some heat, and with these places closed, this is bad news. This is bad news. That's why we need to reopen things. This is gonna strain the power grid and stuff. My Canada, Canada's run by the same kind of liberal lunatics that we have here. They don't realize that once it gets hot, people really need that air conditioning, and not everybody has access to it. So here is Thursday, Friday. You can see that those dew points are really going to come up. And Saturday, you start seeing that transition, and when we have that transition, that's the problem. We're going to have a little heat. You always get that lag sometimes. You get that it's like there's a prefrontal trough that comes through that kills the sea breeze, and then you're just brutal until the actual cool air comes in. So Saturday might be a little brutal. Here's Monday, and low dew points, and then the humidity starts returning. We're trying to return around Thursday, and then another front tries to come through. That should make it through, and then this is that heat wave, and it has more of a westerly flow, high dew points. Yeah, I'm concerned about it. Obviously, this is a ways away. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it right now, but the things need to be reopened by then. I'm sorry. So I guess that's going to conclude this weather update. Again, we'll look at the radar one more time. I'll look at one other model here for the precipitation tomorrow. It'll be the HRRR, which I don't really have all that much in of. Look at that. So you see that scattered shower activity there. And then I only got out to 11Z on that. You can look at the NAM 3 kilometer. See that scattered shower activity. Very scattered. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me. I'm going to go out. Because, I have to sit. If it rains, I'll have to ask to sit inside. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, this whole thing. So very scattered. There could be a scattered. Yeah. I mean, you had an opportunity for if this if this lag wasn't here, or if the front was moving a little slower, you could have a chance for some severe weather. But we'll have to keep an eye on it, obviously, because with such a strong cold front, there's always the possibility. Um, but right now, there's no indication of that on the models. But we'll see. I think maybe the activity on Saturday might be a little more impressive than the models are suggesting. So I guess that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care. Thank you for watching. And I'll tell you, it just goes on. It's anyway. That's going to be it for this weather update. So I feel like I'm leaving something out. Maybe the skies. I could look at the sky. I really wasn't going to do that in this weather update. So that's going to be it for this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.